Okay, good to go. So for anyone that's watching this recording, this BFREE Monday is about ISA sales tools. And I'll be hosting Rob Love, and he will take us through basically what he plugged into last week, from what I understand, Lovey. And the good thing about this is, because it's quite fresh, is you're starting from scratch with this, as am I. I know Mandy's had a bit of a play, and a couple other people in the team have. But the cool thing is we can learn this together, and we can really leverage the tools. And I guess the whole concept of tonight's BFREE Zoom is about using the tools rather than being the tool. And being that master connector from this space. So before I hand over to Lovey, does everyone want to just jump in the chat box below? And if you could, just write down some things that you're stoked on this week. Maybe some celebrations for people in your team, business related, non-business related. Maybe it's, personal wins, things that, have shown up for you. Not just in the health space, but maybe, you got outside of a comfort zone and did something for someone else, or maybe something for yourself. So just in the chat box below, can we just get some stuff going in there? And I'll get it started. Okay, Fib and Laura. So for winning us an exclusive training with some of the leaders from UAA. Just share on that, Laura. Yeah. What was that?
You typed it. Yeah.
Go, Fib. Go. Shoot, man. Elaborate.
Yeah. So Laura won us some training with some of the leaders at UIA. So we had our first call on Wednesday with another couple who's with Khan and Melinda, Tori, and they were pretty good. So we got a lot out of it.
Oh, yep.
So so give her a shout out for winning that for us, and nice.
Epic, man. Thank you. That's awesome. And that's epic. It's Belinda Khan, I think, is it? Is it Melinda or Belinda Khan? But I've met them along the way. Melinda. They're phenomenal.
I think Melinda
and Melinda. Yep. Okay, so just handing over. So Mandy, a couple of new cleansers have lost an accumulated total of 8 kilos so far. That's a big chunk off the obesity epidemic right there. Cleansers getting some epic results. Tully, I'm with you on that as well. Just had a guy come back from Africa and he kept the program going. That was sick. He's lost about 4 or 5 kilos. Mandy and Emma had my first good chat with my auntie in Holland. She is on the fence. So maybe we can help Emma get her auntie over the fence in some way. So feel free to reach out. And also, what else? Christian and Paul said for the first time, I help people get their health back and wealthness. I like that. Health and wealthness. That's smart. Awesome, Paul and Christian. That's sick. Well, we just got Paul there, obviously. And Michelle, who else we got on here? Linda, Tully. Have you guys got anything to share? Otherwise, we'll kick straight into it.
I'll just jump in without writing anything in, but this is going to be a bit of a funny one, but I'd like to, I'm very, very grateful for Isogenics. Now, I know everybody on the call is, and I just had a bit of a reflection earlier standing here by the beach, cooking dinner. We're sitting at a little table right next to a beach here in a random little town on the sunny coast, and I just had this massive, overwhelming gratitude for everything that we've got and just how lucky we all are. Like, it's not just Rhea and I, but I just got that gratitude tonight. I don't think I thank Isogenics enough, for just what they do for us. And I don't know how that looks, but I know we definitely should, definitely always be grateful for it, no matter what that looks like for everybody.
Yeah, I feel that 100%, man. That's been showing up for me a lot as well, especially, being able to live over here and to have the lifestyle that, I dreamt of 4 or 5 years ago. So it can, whatever our dream is, man, if we've got the right tool and the right vehicle, like Isogenics provides us, then we can make it our own. So that's awesome, Lovey. Hey, Tully's also booked accommodation for Brisbane Celebration. So how cool is that? Just to show our hands, who's coming over to Brizzy Celebration? 2 hands, 1 hand. Yeah. Sick. Emma's
And I've
going
got.
to be over. Yep.
Oh, sorry. I've got Michelle on here and Christy. They're coming too. Where have you guys booked?
Maybe we'll have this conversation another time.
Yeah, we'll have this conversation.
I'll message you, Linda. I'll message you, Chip.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Righto.
Awesome. All right. Well, what I'm going to do
Sorry,
now
Mandy's
is
just being
I'm
funny.
going to put. Mandy's a legend, as are you, Linda. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand over to you, Lovey. Do you want to share your screen, or how do you want to run this, mate? But Lovey's going to take us through the ISA Sales Tools app. So again, quick show of hands, who actually uses the ISA Sales Tool desktop or any of the apps on the phone? Just show of hands. Does anyone use it at the moment? So yeah, one. So basically, we're all pretty fresh with this. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't use the ISA Sales Tools app. I use ISA Pulse. So Lovey's going to take us through that, man. So over to you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, mate. And look, firstly, there'll be people that know a heck of a lot more about it than me, but I think the cool thing, and I reflected with this with Rory a little bit earlier, was I literally got on it earlier this week and I'm already sending emails from it. So I said to Rosa, there's probably a little bit of power in me sharing tonight, because I ain't no tech whiz and I've already sent emails that look really, really good. The ISA Tools app create that for you. So it's kind of cool. I can share a little bit of what I've picked up, literally playing on it twice. I actually sent it to a mate that was sitting beside me so I could see the emails, and they're so professional. So if we really want to upscale what we're doing this year and really bring people into our business that are higher quality, I think even our emails need to look professional. So Rory's obviously share screen. I suppose another quick question, I can't see everybody now, but another quick question is, who here, like I know Mans and Dino, actually unmute Dino and Mans, how much did you guys, how much were your overheads for your business when you started it?
Oh.
Jeez, do we really want to go into that, mate?
Just give us a figure.
Oh, and well, in the end, it was probably close to $1 million.
Boom. All right, that's all I need to hear. So thanks for sharing that. This tool costs us $3.75 a week, and people think, I don't really want to outlay money in this. You know, it's too hard. It's $15 a month. We have no overheads in this business. So again, I reflected on that. I thought, oh, $15 a month, that's another $15 that we've got to outlay. And then I think, what do we spend our money on? We actually spend our money on a little bit of food, which changes our lives. Most of us get that money back and eat for free anyway, and some of us make some great money. And, you know, even so, if you're, like I outlaid $80,000 on my landscaping business, which wasn't a huge amount, but it was a lot more than what I've had to outlay in this business. So $15 a month to have an absolutely incredible tool in our tool belt, it's so cheap. So we really need to start looking at it that way, I feel. So I just wanted to ask that question, and so many people on here have had to outlay money themselves. And like I said before, guys, we don't have to outlay anything. There's no overheads in this business, so we can just chip out a little bit more. Same with the events coming up, which I'll touch on at the end. I know this is an ISA Tools training, but I'll just quickly touch on the celebration coming up. So, Rosa, do you want to share screen, mate, or do you want me to? What's easiest? You're on mute, brother.
Yeah, you share your screen, man, and just basically run us through, like, so, you know, as an example, I got on today, I had to find out where it was, how do I download it? I then found out it was $15 a month, and then I had the dashboard up before. You're obviously got to set that up, and there's a bit of a process to that as well. But what I can see is once it's up and going, it looks very, very simple. So, and maybe you can just share your experience with how you send emails and things like that. So a bit more action orientated. And then I guess at the end of it, if we just all, you know, if everyone gets the ISA Sales Tools app, if you're business orientated, which I assume you are because you're on this call, and then the action item for, I guess, this week will be to actually use it, and then we can come back and reflect on how we went next week. How does that sound?
Lovely, mate. Well, I'll share screen and just, I'll firstly go to my back office and I'll just quickly show you new guys one of Ria's beautiful shots. How good's that? I'll quickly show you guys where you find it. So I'm assuming everybody can see this. You've just got to go up to resources, guys, in your own back office. So anybody that's brand new that doesn't have their own account, I'll just go home to our account. So you'll see up the top there, there's resources, and then you'll just go to IsaTools and you'll just purchase it. So I highly recommend that everybody purchases the IsaTools to Go app. There's 2 apps you can get. There's the IsaTools, sorry, I recommend IsaTools Pro app, not the IsaTools to Go. So there's actually a new one, IsaTools Pro, which is $5 more a week. Sorry, $5 more a month. So it's even better. And it's just got a lot more info. So I'll just find where I've got it. I'll just go to here. So guys, this is it. Like, it might look a little bit complicated. I literally just jumped on and mucked around with it and just started sending emails. So I basically went to my home page, which I'm on, then I went to my profile and I just set it up. So it was as simple as that. I just clicked on the profile and I just read through each one of these. So I'm in Ria's. We've got a joint account, so it'll say Ria Love at the moment. But I literally went to my info, put the information in that I really wanted to have there. I went to notifications. So I actually turned all these on just to start with in my emails. So you actually get emails when somebody looks at the email you've sent them through. So you have all these cool notifications. So you can be the judge of whether you want them on or not. To start with, I thought it would be cool to have them on just to see what notifications were coming through. The lead capture I had on, I just had a bit of a read through exactly what that meant. Again, if you want it on or off, you just choose that. If you want it coming to your phone or your email, you can have both. I just choose email because I don't want my text messages to be getting clogged up with too much info. Social networks, you can, again, just read through that and choose what social networks you have linked up to your account. So you've got all these here. Again, I'm no professional. I'm still playing with this, so I don't know exactly what ones I'm going to link up to it, but I'm pretty sure Laura knows quite a bit about it, so you can pick her brain, no doubt, through the page if you need to. This one was about the settings, which I haven't set yet for my email server settings. Again, I've just had a quick look through these and got the basic stuff sent up. Autoresponder, I haven't touched yet. So again, if anybody knows more about it, default areas, again, the same. And then these down here, I don't really know. But the top couple, guys, I've just set up to make it nice and easy. We've got our bio there. So if anybody looks at the bio, they see who we are. Honestly, these are the things that I just find important to start with. Your email address, phone numbers, all the basic stuff. And then the notifications, guys. So super simple. So if you go back to home, the really cool thing, guys, is this is how easy it is. Isagenix have created this system so all the videos, all the information's in one simple area rather than having to find stuff all over the show. You can literally click on to share video. You can select a category. So if you have somebody that's looking for better energy, of course, you click on the energy and there's a video in there. You can click on select all and you can have a look at exactly how many awesome videos Isagenix have. If somebody asks you anything about the amp range, bang, you click on select and then you can choose exactly where you want to send it to them. So if you want to post it up on Facebook, you click select. Let's say we want to email it to someone. You go in here, you search for who they are. So I haven't got many contacts as yet because I haven't entered them, but I've got this new guy, Timmy, who I sent the info to the other day. You click on add and you send, you click continue and you send the info out. It's really that simple. So if I go back to home, now the cool thing, guys, is what I'll do is I'll actually open up an email just so you can see what it looks like. Just give me 5.
Well, yeah, even in real time, Lovey, you could like say add my email in or something like that,
All
and
right,
just
let's do
literally
that
send me something.
Yep,
and we'll run
all
through
right.
the process.
Yeah. We're going to find where I am. Here we go. All right, let's go share video.
Yep. So
Then
I'm looking
actually,
for
I'll go
Start
to-
Your Life. Let's
I'm going to go to contacts, and I'm going to add a new contact first. Contacts, add new contacts. Okay. So that looks like way more stuff than I did the other day. Home. I'm going to share a video. What are you after, mate?
Let's go start your life. I'm pretty interested in that little movement.
All right. Well, I've got to find it. I'm sure there's a search bar. As you can see, anybody can do this, guys.
Bottom left. Bottom left there, mate. Down, down, down.
Oh.
Yep.
Wealth. Oh, yeah, start. Perfect. There it is. Boom. Select.
Perfect.
You can watch it, guys. Yep. You can see what it's about. You can see what's happening there. Go into that. And then I don't have you. So I've got, there we go. There's add contact. Super easy. Rory.
So yep. And just go Callahan and then email address. Callahan. And then email address is rory@bewellbefree.global.
rory@bewellbefree.global.
Yep.
Boom. Add.
Okay, cool.
And there he is. So he's come up straight away, guys. I've already got that Start Your Life video ready to send. I'm going to click on Rory. I'm going to hit continue. And what we've got here is you can send a message. I honestly just send it just to keep it nice and simple. I send the video because what I saw is it comes up with all your information anyway, depending on how thorough you want to be with it. But let's just go with this for now. Send message.
Mm-hmm.
And that should have been sent to Rosa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out of it.
Oh, look at that.
Rory's got it. He's going to share it.
So I'll share screen. I'll jump on my email. So, yep, straight away. So it comes from Robin Rea, Start Your Life. All right. So then you guys have sent me this. Here's your contact details. If I want to call or send you a message, I can do that. And then here's the video.
So, guys, you'll already see how much more professional that looks. Like most businesses, you've actually got to pay to get a letterhead. You've got to hire someone if you're not tech savvy to do all this special, information on there. We have that for $15 a month with all the info that you need possible. So I know for me, I'm trying to attract really high quality people, and I'm sending them at quite a tacky email, to be honest. Like I've got to fill all that in each time or cut and paste and do all these things that don't show that I'm an Isogenics associate, and it's just not professional. So if you want to play with the big fish, I just feel that we really need to take that up a next notch. And you can see quite simply that I'm not very good on computers by what I just showed you, but it's something and it's a muscle that I'm willing to build because I know that it needs to be built. And it's honestly, guys, I'm up there with one of the simplest people when it comes to technology, but just by downloading it, clicking a few buttons, I was able to send out some really cool emails. Then as soon as Tim checked it, because I have the notification on, I got an email back saying, Tim's checked your email. So you're not there sitting and guessing, I wonder whether he's checked it yet. Should I follow him up? I don't know. It's a bit awkward. Straight away, he's looked at it. You've got the permission. You can touch back in with him. You should have already set up another time to do that, but at least you know whether he's looked at it. If you contact him on the day and you know he hasn't looked at it, you already can touch base with that and say, hey, mate, I've noticed you haven't had a chance to check that out. Or rather than wasting your time on that call, you can reschedule because you're already a step ahead of what they are. So, again, we're valuing our own time with this incredible system. Go, Mans.
Just thought that's awesome, Lovey. And I just thought, because I use this a lot and have played around with it. And I thought I'd just add in, which again, it might just be a bit of a trial and error for everyone, but you can, to lead on from that. So you can send one video, but you can also start to build presentations in there as well. So you can build your own presentation. So it might look a little bit like you've spoken to someone who's interested in the business, interested in energy, whatever it is, or they really want to know more about Ionic Supreme and all of that. So you can basically build something as perfect, customize it for them. So you can put 3 videos together, or you can put a video plus 2 PDFs together, something like that. So when they actually open that presentation up, It's like, great, watch the first video, moves on, shows the next thing. So like you said, it's just pure professionalism in what you're actually sending out to people. So I just thought I'd give you that little bit of extra info if you hadn't had a chance to play with that just yet.
I love it, man. And that's the beautiful thing. Like, I've looked at it twice and already can send emails. Mans has played a little bit more and uncovered more. There is so much on there. It's unbelievable. It's such a basic platform. And Laura, you've done quite a bit with it, yeah? Do you want to unmute?
A little bit, yeah. One thing that Steve and I have done, because there's two of us building, obviously. So we have it under the one account, but what we've done is created a new email address, which is sibandlaura@gmail.com. And that's solely for use with ISA tools. So it means with that email, when it's like on our phone, if we get a new email, we know it's specifically related to like ISA tools or Isogenics. And then saying when it gets sent, when people receive it, they see like it's just the one email from the two of us, because the only other email I had was my business, my other old business one, and I didn't want to use that. But that's another kind of trick to keep it so you don't make sure you don't miss anything as well.
Yeah, love it. That's so awesome, Laura. And Laura might be able to might even do a Facebook Live or something, just sharing a few more tips at some stage. Like I said, I'm very, very fresh at this, so I'm more than happy to learn more. I know on YouTube there's actually some training for it too, so we might pop that up in the page to make it nice and simple for everybody. Now, Tul's asked that there's probably a heap. I'm just going from the bottom, but do you guys have your master list on there? Now, Mans, I've seen unmute and share. Go for it.
Yeah. Master list, no, I still have that in a notebook, so that's just in a book. But then I'm adding, so every time I'm making a new contact with someone or that you've had a conversation, I'm moving them then into the app or the desktop and just sort of putting, there's a star rating of their interest. So adding all their details in. Obviously you can put notes in there of what you've spoken to them about, all of that sort of thing. So it's just then a follow-up tool, and I guess, and then I've customized them into, I guess, what have I got in mind is like, I think inactive. So I've got everyone who I've put in there has then moved, and if they're not active, I've moved them into that little folder. People in their first 30 days, I've moved into that folder. Hot prospects, cold prospects, warm, I'm building relationships with. So I'm kind of just, systemizing it through that as well. But master list is such still written down, but just transferring them over.
Yeah, okay, so transferring them over almost as you're talking to them, and if you meet somebody new, a new contact is pretty much going straight into your ISA tools to go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, nice. Thanks.
And I was going to, sorry if I'm jumping the gun on information here too, but the other thing I was going to say too, which I really could be jumping the gun. Sorry, Lovey. I was just going to say, if you haven't had a look either, the other great thing that I've found with this is like the new cleansers who are coming in, even though you're being you're being that support network for people and you're touching base with them all the time anyway, you can actually do a drip feed through this as well. So it's basically, you can set people up if they're in their, like they've done a weight loss premium pack or whatever, you can set it up so that the day that they start getting drip feed emails from you, basically just filling them in with information, like it will take them to a link on their cleanse day, and it just basically links them to other areas, other information with Isogenics. So, and again, you can customize them and you can make them to your own. So I've done that a few times. It just wasn't exactly, I've just changed the wording on a few things so that it's personal. But yeah, there's so much that you can actually do to utilize this. So cool.
Love it. Thanks, man. Rosa, if you've got something to share quickly, mate.
Yeah, just going to ask you a question there, man. So it's more, I guess, for myself and for others that, might not be tech savvy, right? But have you found it quite easy just to use? Like, I know you've been playing around with it for a while, but like I saw what Lovey did then, got on there, put my contact in, I got the email in 3 seconds. I know in a tech world, that takes a lot of like background sort of infrastructure, and the simplicity is quite cool. So do you find it's clunky, or do you find it's that simple for all of the things?
You know, I find it really simplistic. Like it's, you know, like I said, it's got the framework in there. And I mean, I think the first one that I did, like it took a bit of time because I was recreating one that was a bit more personalized for me, and that took a bit of time. But now that's in there and it's saved, and I don't have to recreate that again. But just because I didn't want to use all the wording that they had in one of the others. So, but in terms of, you know, like, and the app, that's just as easy as either text messaging something to someone, emailing it, sending it just a message, you know, like you can't get, it's just touch, point, go. There's no hardness to that at all. But
I've done it.
yeah, well, that's what you use, don't you?
Dino's done it. Awesome.
There you go.
But the desktop, obviously, you can use all those additional bits and pieces to it. But again, you know, and what did I hear someone the other day, one of the leaders on a call, maybe Joe Mould or something, was talking about it. Just when you know, like for example, for this Welcome Home promotion that we've got at the moment, like, so she's obviously got everyone in that, in the desktop version. And so when the Welcome Home promotion came out, she went through and you could do up an email, attach all the information with that, and she was sending that out to her inactives to basically just as a form of, you know, this is what's going on, and to let them know. So again, it just looks professional. It's simplistic. Yeah. So there's lots of ways to obviously utilize it.
Love it, man.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you. And I think we're all aware that there's a new app coming out in Feb as well. So we have ISA Tools Pro, which is great, but the new app is going to change the game. So this is sending out cleanse day reminders, how to do cleanses, how to do shake days. You're literally punching in somebody's start date and it's automated. It's sending everything out. You can order from it. So that's going to blow us away as well. So obviously once that comes out, we'll start playing with that. But I think they're both going to work really well in conjunction with each other. I really, really feel like I'm always a paper in a book type of guy, which honestly I'll still do quite a bit of, because I know that that's not going to shut down and the battery's going to die on it. So I still like having that. I definitely feel moving forward, if 2018 is a year to attract professionals into our business, that, let's be honest, not many of them will be using a paper diary anymore. It'll be all online. They'll have VAs. It'll be all that type of thing. They want a nice, simple online platform to use. So I really feel, guys, that everyone should jump off, spend the $15 a month. If you can't make that back, then you obviously need to relook at your business. I know there's new guys on here that haven't started, but if we're not making $15 back, we've obviously got to rejig and look at what we're actually doing. And I mean that in all due respect. We're all on a business call here. So do it, because I have no interest with technology, but that's probably been a detriment in my business. So I really urge you guys to do that and take the time. Now, that was basically it, guys. Has anybody got any burning questions with that? I don't think it's very complicated. So I think just get on, have a play with it. Check out the YouTube clip. We'll upload that onto the page. I think she won't be in that page, but we'll make sure that Linda can send that over and you can have a look at that as well. Now, guys, I really just wanted to quickly jump on to Celebration. It's so close. Rhea did the breakdown for it. I know Linda's got a couple of ladies on the call at the moment that are brand new. One hasn't even started, but is already committing to coming along. Now, I'll use Linda as an example here, just because that's she's got the two ladies on. She's been leveraging us and other leaders in the business to talk to some of her team. And again, Diddy and Michelle are on here. Michelle came to her first event, and honestly, guys, that's all credit to Linda, because she put the energy into getting her there, and now she's pumped to come to Celebration. So we really need to put energy into it, guys. If you want your businesses to grow, start reaching out and leveraging your team. You have no emotional connection when your team is you're using them as leverage. When it's you trying to get them there, you can feel that energy and you don't go 100%. I'll put my hand up for any of you guys. If you want to get me on a call, and Tull, you can go back to when you first got me to the event. And Tully probably didn't put himself down to the master of getting people to events, but he had posture around it. And now we're doing pretty well. We're comfortable. We've got posture around it now. So I'm more than happy to jump on a call if anybody wants to use and just hear how I talk to people. You know plenty of other people. It doesn't have to be me. Find someone that's been to the event that they're going to resonate with and put the energy into it, because you never know unless you ask. Obviously, Linda's got a beautiful lady that hasn't even started, that's coming to the event. Hasn't even put the product into her body yet. But we know she's going to get epic results, and we know that this event's going to change her life because we've all been to it. And everybody on this call that isn't new has been to the event. So utilize that breakdown Rhea did. Tag your people in it. Cut and paste it. Send it out. There's no excuses. If you want to build the business, it's enrolling 4 people. Now, we're nearly at February. This is the biggest month of the year for Isogenics. We have an ISA Derby starting. There's so many reasons why you want to be putting the energy in now to be getting people to that event. So that's my rant done with that. I just want to see lots of people there. It's really, really exciting. I'm just going to have a look at...
Epic, dude. Epic, man.
I was just going to jump in quickly too, and just... Sorry, I was just going to say that training, there's an ISA Tools training on the actual app. So once you've downloaded it, the training's on there.
Awesome, man. Hey, just as a call to action for this week, thank you so much for your time, man, and to run us through that. I know it's pretty fresh for you, but the beautiful thing is we'll start together. One thing I can share with you from this digital space, because I'm in this at the moment, building my own business in this space, what ISA has put together, that thing is probably worth multi-millions of dollars. And to get it to be as simple as what Rob just did with me, and also the dashboard in the background, that is complete genius. So just trust that. Or you don't need to know the background work. If you are going to build a business, I think it's pretty much non-negotiable that you use the tools, and that you buy the app. Like Lovey said, it's a $15 per month investment. And between that and the cost of your food, that's pretty much it. So let's all download it this week. If you're not keen to download it, just let us know, and we can point in the direction of the ISA Pulse or something like that if you're not ready to build a business yet. But I assume everyone on here is. And as a call to action, let's make sure that we use the platform this week. How does that sound? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, guys. And get somebody on a 3-way call to get them to an event.
Rant done.
Boom.
Done.
Rant done.
Love it.
Perfect, guys. All right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Mandy. Thanks, everyone, for jumping on. And we'll post up the training for next week, and make sure that you invite some people onto that. I love the energy here. See you guys.
Hey, Linda might put her hand up to do some training next week. She's probably due to train on something. She's had 12 months experience in another car. I don't know. She likes to get on and have a chat. So
yeah, great, Lovey. Yeah, no, definitely. Linda, come on.
She's got the most team on here. I want to see it happen.
Well, what about this, Linda? Would you be open to, when a plane takes off, it's pretty hard to get momentum, right? And you've obviously done that. I'd love for you to share your story and how you actually got momentum in your business and help that plane take off. Would you be open to sharing what it actually took to do that?
I actually don't know.
Perfect.
That's
Good
the best answer.
Put the products in her body and got the results. Simple as that.
Results.
Yeah. She doesn't even know how much money she's earning on anything. So I'm really not the best person. I just don't know.
You want to know what? That is the best person, because honestly, we overcomplicate the crap out of the simplest business in the world. So maybe just share on it next week. If we can really put the energy, guys, into let's get new faces on, because if they hear that from Linda, who's like, I don't have a clue in the world. I still don't. We're sitting up on the sunny coast of Australia, and I have no idea. I dug holes for a living, guys. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, we'll confirm that this week, guys. Don't want to waste any more of your time. Not waste it, don't use any more of your time. Go get into action. Have a great week. And I look forward to seeing you guys all impact some more amazing humans. All right. Peace out.
Bye. Thank you.
Hey guys.
Bye.
Good to see you on air.